Hi, I'm Jeff Neal. Someone once wrote that people are like tea bags. You never know what's inside until they're in hot water. Well, it's a lot easier to be good and follow a good way of life when things are going well for you. It's when things have been not going well over a long period of time that your real character is revealed. Some psychologists believe that many who profess to be either atheists or agnostics are simply individuals who have become disillusioned with God and religion on the whole. People who feel that if there really is a God, he would have helped them more than he has throughout their lives. They are, in effect, angry with God for the cards he has dealt them in this life. Hence their minds closed to any possibility of his existence. The life of the patriarch Job warrants consideration. It demonstrates an attitude, in spite of terrible misfortune and hardship, that we may all do well to ponder. As the story goes, Job was a righteous man, whom God had greatly blessed with health, wealth, a loving family, great respect in his community, and many dear friends. Job loved God and faithfully obeyed him. However, God knew that Job had a serious secret fault, and he set about to help him to get rid of it. God began by asking Satan if he noticed how righteous Job was. Seems like a loaded question. Well, Satan responded by saying that Job was only righteous because God had blessed him so much, but that if he were to remove his blessings, Job would curse him to his face. So God put Job to the test. That's right, he tested him. He gave Satan permission to utterly wipe him out. Satan destroyed Job's children, his cattle, and just about everything that he had, virtually bankrupting him in one day. Just one day, and he was totally bankrupt. Job responded by shaving his head and declaring that he came into this world naked and that he could certainly take nothing out of the world. That was his attitude. He acknowledged that everything he had was given to him by God, who has the prerogative to give and to take as it pleases him. For everything belongs to God anyway. In this way, Job continued to retain his integrity and his respect for God, in spite of it all. Then Satan charged that if God were to afflict Job's body, he would soon curse and reject him. So God tested him there also. He allowed Satan to afflict Job with grievous boils over his entire body. But he said, don't kill him. Because God is the one who says how far Satan can go and no further. God is the one who sets the parameters of how far Satan can go. Now Job was truly baffled. He was utterly confused. He knew that he had done nothing wrong to deserve all these misfortunes. Why then had God allowed these terrible things to happen to him? His friends and even his former employees scorned and condemned him. Though he knew he was still obeying God, it certainly seemed as if God had totally deserted him. Why? Could God be unjust? No, but he certainly seemed to be treating him unfairly. Finally, God spoke to Job and asked words to this effect. Where were you when I made the universe? Did I have to consult with you before I created these things? Did you have to advise me? Can you be more righteous than your Creator? Are you wiser and more just than the one who formed the heavens and the earth and made all life everywhere? If you cannot understand how I have created the universe and all life, how can you expect to understand the reason why I allow certain things to happen in the world with which you don't agree? Job then felt small. His ego had been deflated. He finally understood the point had been driven home to him. Indeed, who is he to condemn what God does or allows? Who is he to criticize the actions of the very Creator of the universe and of all life everywhere? Now he realized the extent of his unrighteousness before the eternal God, and he abhorred himself. God had effectively purged Job of his only fault, that of self-righteousness. Then he restored his blessings. He gave Job twice as much as he had before, and extended his lifespan to 140 years. If life has been dealing you some lousy cards, and you've been growing weary waiting on God to bless you, hang on. Consider the life of Job. Many a person has given up and compromised their convictions when blessings were just around the corner. Don't blow it all now. Life is strange, but it's wonderful. Enjoy it. For though they may sometimes take long in coming, true blessings are assured to those who patiently endure without compromise. So stand firm and don't compromise your convictions, and don't ever give up. I'm Jeff Neal.